What's up everyone, I'm Demon Cringe, and ladies and gentlemen, today I got some really awesome news. So it looks like the streak of awesomeness for CD Projekt Red is not stopping anytime soon, as now they have officially become Europe's second biggest video game company. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, right there behind Ubisoft. And it looks like the studio is now valued at over $8 billion. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Ubisoft is valued at $9.6 billion, so CD Projekt Red is catching up very fast. And in all honesty, folks, if they continue this amazing, huge streak of quality they've been doing with the release of, Cyberpunk 2077, I'm predicting that it will pretty much be either tied with Ubisoft, or it might even surpass it. And hopefully it actually does end up surpassing Ubisoft, because Ubisoft is complete trash in this day and age. So yeah, with that being said, let's get into it, shall we? This article comes from PCGamer.com, and we will also be talking about the sales of The Witcher 3 rising above 500-something%. So it says, over the last few months, the Polish company CD Projekt have had their market value go up from 6.8 billion to over 8 billion, thanks to the popular Netflix series boosting the sales of The Witcher games as much as 554%, as well as the release of a Switch port of The Witcher 3, which now has a save game integration with the Steam and GOG copies, by the way, which is really nice. Anticipation for Cyberpunk 2077 is obviously remaining strong as well. The #1 slot in Europe still belongs to France's Ubisoft Entertainment, whose valuation goes as high as 9.6 billion. Sales of The Witcher 3 on Steam have crossed the $55 million line, bumping it up to a new Steam share tier, meaning that they will receive 80% of any subsequent sales, which is really nice. There's that 80% share that Epic is promising. Oh yes, so it looks like they don't have to worry about that, now do they? Now, of course, that article was pretty short, I gotta say, but over here we got another one that talks about The Witcher sales rising above 500%. Oh yes, due to the popularity of the TV show and all that. So it says The Witcher show on Netflix has proven to be incredibly popular for the streaming network, but it's not just Netflix is benefiting from it. Witcher 3 The Wild Hunt saw the biggest day ever on Steam following the release of the show, and now it's confirmed that the sales numbers for the game in the US jumped more than 500% after the show debuted. Sales of physical copies of The Witcher 3 in December of 2019 rose by 554% compared to December of 2018, according to NPD. It was expected that the sales would increase in 2019 because The Witcher 3 came to the Nintendo Switch in October. However, even excluding Switch sales, The Witcher 3 in December of 2019 rose by 63% according to NPD. Also of note is that the numbers are for physical game sales only. Yes, yeah, only for physical game sales. That's actually pretty interesting. So just imagine how far they've risen, in digital sales as well. So yeah, if you combine those, yeah, it's probably more than 1,000% at this point. It also says physical sales of the Witcher books have also increased, rising 562% in the 2 weeks following the release of the show. You can check out MPD's full blog post to see a breakdown of the Witcher TV show's impact on the wider brand in 2019. The Witcher show is based on Andrzej Sapkowski's novel, which CD Projekt Red also adapted into a video game franchise. The show is returning for a second season in 2021, and showrunner Lauren S. Hisrick promised that it will be more linear following the reception of Season 1's meandering timelines. Well, that's actually pretty cool, because yeah, there were definitely some complaints about the Witcher Season 1 having like a bit of a convoluted storylines and times and all that. But yeah, I gotta say, this is all in all pretty awesome, Like the fact that CD Projekt Red actually, rose up to the #1, 2 spot of like Europe's biggest video game company and all that, that is super good. And like I said in the beginning, in the future, like after Cyberpunk 2077, releases, I am definitely predicting that CD Projekt Red will either tie or possibly surpass Ubisoft in like a value and all that. And if it does, well, all the better, because Ubisoft is pretty much crap at this point. So yeah, it's about time we see some newer faces in the gaming industry. I'm not saying that CD Projekt Red is a new face by any means. They've been around for like a really long time, but I mean new faces as in new gaming companies that take over the mainstream and all that. It's pretty much time for all of these like old and worn out corporations to like be on the be on the way out like Ubisoft and all that. So hopefully CD Projekt Red keeps growing and going up and up in value as time goes on. And of course, we are all super hyped for Cyberpunk 2077. I am definitely banking on the fact that you know, Cyberpunk will, you know, meet everyone's expectation and all that. Yeah, it may not be the, you know, absolute perfect vision that everyone is hoping, but it will definitely be really awesome. So, yeah, a thumbs up to CD Projekt Red, and of course, hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully they do end up becoming #1 in the, you know, European video game market and all that stuff. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for this one. Anyway, everyone, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the bell icon, and if you wish to support me, page link is in the description below. And as always, I'm David Cringe, and I'll be seeing you guys else in the next video.